Derek Overstreet, founder of the New Millennium Group. We're a financial planning firm. We have advisors standing by right now to take your call. 888-999-6370. The reason you're going to want to call is we're going to help you retire 3 to 5 years before you thought possible. The way we do this is by putting together a step-by-step plan. So if you're one of those people listening and you'd like a plan in writing, give us a call at 888-999-6370. That's 888-999-6370, or go to utahsfinancialplanner.com.
Only one type of burger. For every pallet. Fries are extra. Large in size. We've got the shakes. Going over the brim.
Hey, this is Chris from JCW's. Put a positive, delicious spin on your day at any one of our 5 locations. In Lehigh, American Fork, Provo, South Jordan, or Harriman. JCW's, quality and a lot of it.
DJ and PK, a very happy Monday morning to you. The Utah Jazz on Saturday night fell to the Phoenix Suns 134-109 after a very good game on Friday. A tough loss to the Denver Nuggets, but the Jazz played well. They look exhausted on Saturday against the Suns team that hadn't played since last Tuesday. So a bit of a scheduled loss there from the NBA. The Jazz coming in with no rest, traveling cities, while Phoenix had been sitting at home for 4 days preparing for this game. Both teams were 1-6 going into Saturday night's contest, and Phoenix still pushing for the playoffs. Made it look like a lopsided run as they win by 35 points in the game, 25 points in the game. But you look at who played well for the Utah Jazz. Kyle Filipowski and Bryce Sensabaugh still able to get out there with 26 points. Bryce Sensabaugh played 33 minutes while Kyle Filipowski added 29. He also had 9 rebounds and 3 assists, but it was not enough to keep the Jazz engaged. They were down big at halftime, and Phoenix coasted to an easy victory. Here's what head coach Will Hardy had to say after the game.
It's a hard game, second night of a back-to-back. I thought that, Phoenix's tempo and physicality bothered us. They hurt us in a lot of different ways, but it seemed like, our response on a back-to-back wasn't great. They had us spinning defensively. They had 21 offensive rebounds. They turned us over a lot early in the game. We were able to get out in transition, and it just put us behind. We got to bounce back and move on to the next one.
What did you think of Speed being able to come in 9 minutes, 14 points, the way he's able to just turn it on?
Yeah, Speed's a pro, and he stays ready, works hard every day on his game and his body to be ready when he's called upon. Tonight's obviously a great example of his ability to maintain focus even when he's out of the rotation.
There he is, head coach Will Hardy on Saturday night as the Utah Jazz fell to the Phoenix Suns 134-109. The Suns were led by Jalen Green, who had 31 points. Devin Booker also turned in a routine 26 points on just 8 of 14 shooting. A very easy night at work for the Phoenix Suns as the Jazz looked exhausted on the second night of the back-to-back. The Jazz will return home tonight to take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell making his return to town. Cleveland looking for wins as they are locked in that 4 spot right now, or in that 4 spot, maybe trying to climb up to 3 if they want it. That'll be an interesting thing to watch. Does Cleveland maybe try and boot a game or 2 down the stretch? Maybe they want to sit in that 4 spot so they can face the Detroit Pistons in the first or in the second round of the playoffs versus, maybe having to face a very good Boston team, a dangerous Boston team with Jason Tatum back in the opening round of the playoffs. So the Jazz find themselves in a tough spot, having lost a couple back-to-back and playing the third to final home game of the season for the Jazz tonight when they take on Cleveland. You look at the standings right now with the losses for the Jazz, they are nearly locked in to that 5th worst record in the NBA. Friday night, the Dallas Mavericks got a big victory over the Portland Trailblazers, putting 3 wins between them and the Utah Jazz. With just 7 or 8 games to go now for both of these teams, the Jazz find themselves in a spot where They're probably going to look at the lottery, having the 5th best odds to emerge, and that's a tight spot to be in. It's a good spot for the Jazz to be in. It means they would have about a 99.4% chance of holding on to their draft pick, which was a big key in this season, especially after Walker Kessler got hurt. You knew what the Jazz were trying to accomplish, and it looks like they're going to find a way to do that. And luckily, they've been able to avoid a lot of losses like we saw on Saturday night against the Phoenix Suns. While the Jazz were blown out in that one, it's not been the most common. We've seen the Jazz go out there and put up some effort because the young players have really gotten better under the tutelage of Will Hardy. Again, the Utah Jazz fall to the Phoenix Suns 134-109, back in action for 2 games against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and then they will face off against the Denver Nuggets later this week before heading back on the road. Stick around for more DJ and PK.
Now I'd like to introduce you to Meaningful Beauty, the famed skincare brand created by iconic supermodel Cindy Crawford. It's her secret to absolutely gorgeous skin. Meaningful Beauty makes powerful and effective skincare simple, and it's loved by millions of women. It's formulated for all ages and all skin tones and types, and it's designed to work as a complete skincare system, leaving your skin feeling soft, smooth, and nourished. I recommend starting with Cindy's full regimen, which contains all 5 of her best-selling products, including the amazing youth-activating melon serum. This next generation serum has the power of melon leaf stem cell technology. It's melon leaf stem cells encapsulated for freshness and released onto the skin to support a visible reduction in the appearance of wrinkles. With thousands of glowing 5-star reviews, why not give it a try? Subscribe today and you can get the amazing Meaningful Beauty system for just $49.95. That includes our introductory 5-piece system, free gifts, free shipping, and a 60-day money-back guarantee. All of that available at meaningfulbeauty.com.
Make game day yours. Tickets, food and drinks, stats, and streaming. Everything you need is in the Utah Mammoth app. Download today and make game night easy. Download on both Android and iPhone. Tusk Top.